The bot signal has appeared in the sky. Ladies, gentlemen, and every coordinate in between. Welcome to the bot signal. My name is R.J. Redden. Entrepreneurs hire me to skyrocket their marketing because most feel like they're shouting into a black hole online. They can't get traction to save their lives. Many just sound like a carbon copy of everybody else. So, I create epic engagement experiences that get people to click that button, connect with you, and convert like crazy. Bottom line, if you want your business to soar, better take the woman in the cape. Good morning, everyone. Welcome. Gosh, we have a great show for you today. My friend Hiett Ives is going to come talk to us. He is, I feel, a master of the English language. He is an incredibly fun individual. We're going to learn a little bit about the English language, copywriting, and everything in between. Please, everybody give a warm welcome to my friend Hiett. Hey, Hiett.
Good morning. I don't know why my music, I got to get this music off here. Hold on.
All right. Very good, sir. I'll just chat while you do that. I'll put you back in the bottom.
All right.
And you can.
Yeah, I got it. We're
it?
good. We're good.
All right. Very good, sir. Welcome to the show today, Hiett.
Thank you. Good to be here.
So I'm so glad to see you. We met a couple of months ago because of the pirate broadcast, Russ Johns.
Yes.
Yeah, and I really wanted to invite you on the show. You have such an amazing story, and I think that the English language / copywriting is something that is it's a difficulty to master for a lot of people these days, and so I thought I would bring you on. So first of all, who are you? What do you do?
Well, my name is Hiett Ives. I'm founder and owner of HiettIves.com, and it is a business-to-business marketing communications operation. What we do is I am a business-to-business marketing authority, and I help you better communicate your product or service to your audiences. And I'm here to help you.
Awesome. So what drew you? What drew you to doing copywriting? I especially I want to hear about the books because the title of one of them is just so fun. Tell me what drew you to doing this and what you're so passionate about.
My father was a career military officer. We spent 4 years in the UK. He put me into a Jesuit boarding school in the UK. I was the only American there. They had an annual essay contest. The senior grade wrote 4 pages, the next grade 3 pages, 2 pages, 1 page, all on the same topic. And end of the year, they had an award. Of course, always an 8th grader got it. Well, except the year that I was there as a 7th grader.
Nice.
And I won the school essay contest. Nice. It took me a few years to realize that if the British Jesuits recognized a skill in me at that age, that perhaps I ought to hone it and use it. So I did. And my first mentor here in Houston, I worked for him, and he said, write a letter to a business person that we both worked with. And he went through about 2 or 3 iterations of it. And I finally said, Bill, I put so much time and energy into this, you ought to let me sign it. And he said, Hiett, always remember, you are far more valuable to somebody when they put their name against something you wrote.
Wow.
If you have other people putting their name against something you wrote, how valuable are you to them? Valuable.
Very valuable.
And I have been editor of a corporate newsletter that would have 2 articles with my byline, but would have 2 other articles with senior vice presidents of marketing and operations byline. I wrote them, but it's going to be a whole lot more meaningful to the readers when they see it from, Joe Blow, senior vice president of Umpty Ump, rather than Hiett Ives, editor of the newsletter.
Yeah.
So about 4 years ago, I'll take that back. In 2016, I introduced myself to a networking group of about 50 people with what I do. And I said, that ain't not right. The use and abuse of the English language. That was the title of my 20-minute keynote. That ain't not right. The use and abuse of the English language. And that, of course, is me. Whoops. Yeah, back with you. That's me talking to my audience.
Yeah.
And I put this out 4 years ago, and I delivered that in October of 2016. A business friend of mine said, you need to capitalize on that. Put together 50 names, and we're going to put out a weekly newsletter. 50 names. 2 weeks later, we did a MailChimp mailing of that ain't not right, use and abuse of the English language to 50 people. The one that went out Tuesday morning, 2 days ago, went to 754 individuals.
Nice.
And it has been nonstop. And this book is the result of what happened in the first year and a half. And now volume 2 is going to be about 2 or 3 times as big, because I've got, instead of 60 weekly deals to pick from, I've got over 200 weekly episodes in a number of genre, a number of uses and abuses of the English language.
That's I a long time ago, in a land far away, I took linguistics, and I loved that class. I loved being able to put words, learning the meaning behind, learning every single thing about a sound. It was just fascinating to me. I can't say I've used it in the years since, necessarily, that I've been able to recall, but it's a fascinating subject to me. So when you do a topic every Tuesday about use and abuse of the English language, can you give me a sample topic?
The use of short words that have oomph. The words that have the same sound but different spellings. Two and two. How do you frustrate a grammarian? You walk up to him, pat him on the back, and say, "Well, well, well," or that, or there. That's the best one. You pat him on the back, and say, there.
Yeah, that's excellent. I really love the concept there of just bite-sized learning.
Mm-hmm.
Because these are things that, I don't know, maybe we were taught in school, maybe we weren't. But I think I realized from a young age that speaking correctly got people's attention.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was like, okay, hone that skill, I guess. I was a kid, I didn't have anything else to do. So, but yeah, speaking correctly and clearly, and especially, in this, the time that we're in, when we have so little attention, so little time to really hook someone's attention. It seems as if it grows harder and harder. What do you think about that?
Oh yes, absolutely. My wife and I watched My Fair Lady on Valentine's Day, and there's a song. Why can't the English learn how to speak? And Norwegians learn Norwegian, the Greek learn the Greek. In America, they haven't spoken it for years, and the use and abuse and that's where the abuse of the English language. You may have been taught that it's things that and people who. Grammatically, it's people that and things that and people who.
Yeah.
We have totally lost that. if you think about it, everybody talks about people that, and it's written, spoken, and it becomes so ingrained. I mean, I know it's wrong. I teach it. I mention it, but every once in a while in my Toastmasters club, if I've spoken and I'm being evaluated, they say, you realize you said people that. So it's people who, and then how to formulate sentences. It's an art, and it's fun because, you see, being taught by the British, I know how to put my vitamins in the aluminium container on schedule, just like any other bloke.
Yeah.
Don't lie me. I can talk about boots, bonnets, and lorries, and talk to that, and those are all wheeled vehicles.
I've been watching a great deal of the Great British Menu lately. And just the differences in accents there, the differences in some of the sounds from the different areas. It's fascinating to me, along with the very same language that we speak, but sometimes I go, I wonder what that sentence meant.
Mm-hmm. Potato, potato, tomato, tomato, and the letter Z.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and there's differences between, even Canada and
Oh
us.
yes. In fact, I've done a lot of international traveling, and I will listen to somebody, and I'll try to pinpoint where they're from, and it gets a little difficult between the Aussies and the South Africans. Australians and South Africans both have British accents, and you can usually tell a Britisher because of the strength. In fact, you can subdivide that into the Scottish and the Welsh and the Irish. But between the Australians and other British-like languages. But let me segue to. I know one of the questions you want to ask me is, how are you helping a current? How you help? What is the question? What is the best story you have?
Client success story. Give me a client
There you
success
go.
story.
Okay, well, it's a current success story. A year ago, a 78-year-old, then 77-year-old entrepreneur, owner of his own company for 30 plus years, wanted to put together a program for seniors by seniors, a television program. He'd never been in the television business. Neither had I, for that matter. Today, we have 4 episodes of BoomerConnection.tv. One, we had to come up with a name. What are we going to call this thing? So it's BoomerConnection.tv. And we have 4 episodes with 4 interviews per episode, ranging from Zena Garrison, the Olympic tennis star, to the former head of Shell Oil, John Huffmeister, to just a wide variety. John Erickson of the Erickson senior living facilities. And in the process of interviewing those people, one of them was a boxer, boxed down card from Muhammad Ali, welterweight champion. He went to the Middle East, to Iraq as a civil service. They found out he was a boxer, and they asked him to put together the Iraqi boxing team to go to the Olympics, which he did. Now, we learned that he is being featured in a movie. In fact, it's going to be announced literally within the next month by a very prominent person in the boxing world. I'll leave it at that.
All right.
But we are literally putting together that press conference and that interview, because what I did, the Boomer Connection is a Houston-based operation. To go national, we need a larger organization, so I affiliated with Ali Plus, ALEE, A Life Ever Evolving. It's a company about 5-year-old company that was put together by 3 ESPN executives that took their golden parachutes and put together Ali Plus. And so from something out of the blue a year ago, we are now in the process of putting together, still in the process of building a 4-senior, 5-senior television series.
Wow. That's pretty cool stuff. I mean, I really, gosh, I'm enjoying the connections you were able to make within a year. You were able to, kind of make this bridge into something that you had never been into before. Can you tell me how you did that?
Well, I've been in the business-to-business marketing realm, and I've done business-to-business trade shows worldwide. So I know how to put together events. So I simply looked at this as, another event. And so I had to get 8 top-ranked people together in a studio over a 6-hour period, and schedule them, bing, 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 space between them, get the interviewer, and put, but hey, I've done this in China, I've done this in Russia, I've done this in Singapore, I've done this in, so this is simply, a variation on the theme.
Yeah. There you go.
I've got the theme. I am a project manager that can think long range. When you put together an event in Russia and you're sending equipment that's heavy, well, that's got to go on a ship 3 months in advance. So 6 months before the event, you're putting things together. In fact, just sort of an aside on that, my predecessor in that job was not well organized, and he was always sending things at the last minute. So he had large amounts of budget for last minute transportation of heavy stuff. Well, when the industry turned down, I was told to cut my budget. Well, I had already, put things on ships 3 months in advance instead of putting them on an airplane, 3 days in advance. So I cut my budget, but didn't lose anything because I just cut his pad out from what he knew was his Achilles heel, and turned out to be my strength. And so, I know how to make things happen within the budget, and it's fun. I enjoy doing that.
Okay, so lots of experience just applied to a different area, really.
Correct. Yep.
Excellent. Well, and so what, if you were, if you were talking to a group of entrepreneurs, some who've been in business only a little time and some who have been in business a long time, what's the greatest piece of advice regarding the English language, regarding copy, that you could give them?
If you're not comfortable with it, doing it yourself, get somebody that is.
Okay.
I have what's amazing. I have a number of international clients, people who were born elsewhere, who are successful business people who speak very well. However, when they try to write the English language, it's not their native tongue.
Yeah.
And it comes out in spades. In many cases tarnishes a stellar performance and a stellar work ethic by failing to address it in proper English.
Yeah. That can be tough. That can be tough. So if you're not comfortable writing it, whether it's your website copy or whether it's not your first language, or whether whatever it is, uh get someone else to do it.
Well, that and most people talk in the first person. I can say, RJ, here are the things that I can do for you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or I can say, RJ, when you are ready to discover the things that you need to be successful, I'm here for you.
Yeah.
Which approach are you likely to take? The guy that says, I can do this for you, or RJ, I can help you discover the 4 points that you need. Now it could be the same 4 points. I can do bing, 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 or let me help you discover, or let's discover together some of the things that are advantageous to you.
Yeah. I think that's a good point to recognize and remember. If you were, because any other form of communication you'd get help with. If you had a big speaking gig, you would probably hire someone to at least help you with that. When it's writing, though, for some reason, and maybe because we did so much of it in school, I'm not sure, but we just think we got to do it ourselves. And really the opposite is true. It's going to come off better a lot of times, just getting someone to help with that.
Well, and things like going back to my that ain't not right stuff, I put things in the second person, present tense, positive. So instead of, I'm going to help you, and together we will do this, and that's the way it is, to you the reader, when you the reader make the choice to do this, here's what you get. Present tense. So many people will put in there, we are not this, this, and this. I don't care what you're not. I want to know what you are. So I have rewritten many, many corporate position papers and who we are, and have found halfway through the second paragraph the true raison d'etre, that one sentence. I pull that one sentence back up to the top of the first paragraph, then rearrange all of the other stuff to support that.
Yeah, exactly.
And I have fun doing it. That's one of those, Brer Rabbit. Please don't throw me in the briar patch. Please don't throw me in the briar patch. I love editing. In fact, I have gotten several jobs where I have read a paragraph on their website that is technically incorrect, or let me be a little kinder. It can have far more effect rewritten. So I will say, here's what you've got. Here's what you could have. Call me. And a lot of them say, oh, really? Can you? Yeah, please. Do the rest of
it. Nice. Well, how do the people get a hold of you, Hiett? Do they sign up for the newsletter? Do they contact you directly? If we had somebody out there who was interested in chatting with you about copywriting,
yes, and yes. You've got my name there, Hiett Ives, and it's simply Hiett, Hiett, family spelling, great-great-great-grandmother's maiden name, Hiett at hiettives.com. So Hiett, Hiett, at Hiett Ives, HIETTIVES.com, or you can call me at 832-372-6900. That's 832-372-6900. You can find me on LinkedIn as well.
Yeah. Excellent. Well, thanks for your wisdom today. Thanks for providing perspective on something that we very often, I think, take for granted. Our ability to communicate clearly and effectively.
There you go, right there. Communicate clearly.
Yeah, I know, right? I know. It's I don't know. But thank you for providing that perspective for us, because I think that Sometimes it's something that we think is so natural to us that we're obviously doing it when we're so obviously not. And very important to keep in mind. So, all right, my friend. Well, I'm going to dip you back down into the bottom bar again. And thank you for coming.
Thank you, ma'am. Much appreciated. Y'all take care out there.
Yeah, you keep warm in Texas, man.
I'm going to try.
All right. All right. Well, that was awfully fun time. Great time with Hiett, as always. So do get a hold of him if you are, if you are experiencing some difficulties getting your message out there. He is definitely one that can help with that, who has been doing it for many, many, many years. Excellent. So tomorrow we are not going to have a show. Tomorrow I've got a thing that I must do, but Monday we'll be back. We'll be back with all of our normal shenanigans here on the Bot Signal. And until then, take care of yourself, take care of others, and we'll see you pretty soon.